Okay, let's get back to it. Just a minute. Um, get back in the verse where I was. Okay, here we are. So, let's take a look real quick. I gotta make sure this is working right. Okay, we're working right. I just want to make sure. Um, Sorry for the. Okay, we're there. Okay, now about 3 4 days ago, I'm back. I'm doing this live because I'm showing that there are bodies beginning to appear again, and that's going to become a problem. Um, Besides, you know, the live PU has been crashing like every half hour, every 45 minutes. Here's another dead body again, and so things have been look like they're falling again, and like Star Citizen or the people who are supposed to be watching this are not doing their job or getting a little slack on it, and they're beginning to let things slide again. And these uh, griefers, pirates, bad guys, whatever, they're trying to get away with it again. Now it's not so bad now, but I've been seeing them. I saw a lot of them earlier this morning. This is just breaking news for the moment, and we may run into some here in a minute, may not. I'm suspecting we will. I found a lot of them yesterday, and they haven't cleaned them up yet. And so I just, kind of wondering, isn't that like you can't even hear the elevator? I don't know where they were. I wish they'd do something to hear it. Okay, so it looks like someone has been working out here, getting the bodies cleaned up because there was a whole lot more out here than normal. Um, I know that most of you don't care, but there's some of us who do care, and because it really makes the game look bad for people who are coming here and for the first time and see what seem to be dead bodies, which are not. These bodies are not dead; they're just in suspended animation. And then what happens is they steal their clothes right off their body. I watched it happen. I stood here one time, not here particularly, but here in Star Citizen on Area 18 over by the airport, and I watched her knock this guy out. Just the guy was just standing there. She just walked him, swung on him, knocked him out, and took his clothes. It was a security guard, if I remember right. And she knocked the security out right where he was standing, took his uniform and his gun off of him, and she put him on herself. And the security guard is laying on the ground, unconscious, being knocked out by this girl, young girl. And I thought that was the most interesting thing I ever saw. It's pretty blatant when when someone walks up and just knocks you out, you know. Um, Oops. And so, yeah, it's not very often that I come off live, but even as well is that I sent them a video, you may have already seen it, about how my character doesn't work well. I'm going to give him a command to do something, he sits there. In other words, if I ask, he's thirsty, so you go over there and you have something to give him, like water. And he won't drink the water. He'll just stand there, or I'll give him something to eat. And he won't eat. He just stand there. And it's kind of frustrating. Or sometimes I'll ask, I'll pull out accidentally push the button to number 3 to pull out the pin, and then I'll ask him to retract it by pushing R, and it doesn't work. Or sometimes on my, let's see, where are we at here? Okay. Okay. Or sometimes I'll ask him, to do something, and he just completely ignores me. And this time I put him. I'm a healer. I do I do medical gameplay. That's my thing. And so I look like a doctor, but I'm a healer. That's who I am. That's what I consider myself, as a healer. And so I just walked out without getting anything on. So what we're going to do is, let's see if I can make it work this time. But yeah, it like the icons on my display will not show up, and the icons, and when I go to the command, it won't do the command. And it's just been doing this on a regular basis, and it's been doing it over and over and over again, in spite of the fact that I've gone to CIG and the Issue Council a number of times, and that I have gone to help a number of times, and they've done nothing. And this has been going on for about 4 or 5 months. I even addressed the thing with, he's working now. Let's take his food. But still the icons don't show up all the time. Let's see if I can get him to do it this time. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll go ahead and down here, and I'll organize everything first. Okay, and then sidearms. All right. So I'll come over here. You think I don't have enough guns in here, medical guns. I need to get a couple more. So I'll go ahead and choose the medical gun that I want. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And you know those packs that you buy? They sell those in the subscribers store. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I'm still going back. I'm going to buy 4 more. What I do is I take them and I put them into my ships that I usually fly all the time, and I'll put them in storage, and I'll keep them there. And it's good to have these things in storage, the kits. They're only like $8 or $7.50, and you can get like 4 of them, 5 of them at max, and you can stick them in your ship that you normally drive a lot. Okay, so if you have a daily driver, you should take one of these kits and stick it in storage and keep it there, because it'll come in handy, let me tell you. So I'll take the red one out this time, and let's see here. And, well, okay. Oops, we were in the right place. Okay, we'll take the red one this time. Normally I take the blue one. Blue one pretty much matches what I'm wearing. I'll just take the blue one. And then go ahead and see, it doesn't come up. I drop it in there, but it doesn't show. Normally what it shows, when they show it, it shows that the gun is there, but it's not there. How am I supposed to take it off of them? I've got 13 pages of fire extinguishers. And they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So there's 17 deep, and they're 13 wide. I didn't get that many, okay? I didn't get 200, I thought there were 1,700, but the 220 I think it is. I didn't get that many. I only bought less than 100, right? And that's all I got. But it gave me 13 pages of fire extinguishers. I didn't get that many. Go figure. I mean, I just bred like rabbits. I have no idea. So then, also another one. I don't know if any of you guys do this, but I take about 3 or 4 of these, and I do the same thing. I stick them because they give you uh, they give you the canisters, but they don't give you the gun. Of course, it's 19 grand. So I bought a bunch of these, and I stick them in the storage with everything else, and about 3 or 4 canisters, and I stick the small ones in there with the small canisters, and I keep all this in the ship. So if anything happens, I have an emergency. I have other things. Also, I stick in there is one light suit and one heavy suit for the snow, and it fits all of that. And so you put all that away. It's better than putting it in a container. Now, if you're going to go somewhere, just put it in a container and take it with you, or put it in, and then take the container if you have it, and then put it on the truck and take that with you because you never know. Anyway, that's me thinking ahead. So let's see here. Also, I'll take 4 of these. I'll put them in there. And maybe, I don't know if it'll fit. Nope, it won't. Okay. I'll just see if it fit. Then I just gotta come over here and grab. Oh, what happened to all my? Wait a minute. It's not right. Okay. Go back. And there it is. Okay. And you see it just disappears. It's on my side, but it just disappears from everything else. Man, what am I doing with all the mining heads? I have no idea what I'm doing with them all. I take that, and that is, let me make sure. Tractor beam, okay. Now see, there's nothing there. And check this out. I'm going to see if it works. I don't even know if I can pull it out here, but I'm going to try. Nope, it won't let me here. But I will show you later. Normally, I'll put that in there, and then I'll take it out, and it'll just be blank. There'll be nothing there. I mean, the battery's in it, and it's in my side, and I get it out, but there's no power. Then I came over here to the hospital. I bought a bunch of gel packs, and I distribute them into the medical ships. I don't know, I gave up the Apollo, by the way, because it just, the lights, I couldn't get the lights to go on. The lights in the back and the lights in the different emergency rooms and the other rooms of the bed, I could not get those lights to go on. When you flip the switch, it turns them off, but then you can't turn them on. Or sometimes when you open it up, you go into the ship and the ship is dark, you know. Even after lighting it up, even after going in and turning everything on, the lights stay dark and you're working in the dark, and this has been going on all the time. So, and it wouldn't change, so I just gave up the ship and said, forget it, it's not worth it. Now, how can I use a ship if I have to work in the dark all the time? I hated to give that Apollo up because I really loved it, but they refused to fix it because I've talked to them about it a number of times, and they just seem CIG seems to ignore me, or the issue council seems to ignore me, and there were other complaints about the same thing I was complaining about, as well as the paint. Okay, guys, we pay a lot of money for these paints, right? I mean, we pay anywhere from $10 all the way up to $25, $30, and they don't last. What we do is that we get them and put them on. They look really cool for 2 or 3 days, and then all of a sudden they start wearing out. And not only that, but the window looks nasty, and the paint job looks nasty, and then it makes the ship look like a piece of crap. And who wants to fly around with something like that? That's not cool. And so, we are in a situation where we've spent like $20, $35, $45 for these paints, and they look really cool for a while, but then they start to look pretty shabby. And there's no way to repaint them. At least I haven't found a way. I tried it. For me, it didn't
Not
work.
gonna happen.
Maybe for you, it did work. I don't know. But I got to get a few of these. About, okay.
Hey, get out of here.
Can you believe that? You go in the hospital, you ask a question to somebody, and they tell you to get lost. Well, wait a minute. I'm bleeding to death. I need help. I don't care. Get out of here. Loser. Go over somewhere else and die. Excuse me? And it's like you should just, I don't care if you die or not. Get out of my place, you loser. It's really annoying. Some people might think that's funny. I don't. So anyway, the someone's been picking up the bodies again. I was seeing it around, but usually they're not dead. Like I said before, they're not dead. They're just knocked out. Like that girl, she knocked the security out. The security girl. She was just sitting. She was just standing there doing her job, and this loser user, walks up to her and knocks her out. I watch her, man. She popped her. And the security girl went down, and then she held her hand out over the body, and the suit automatically appeared on the loser girl with her gun. I thought, man, you got to be kidding me. Did you know that this stays like this all the time? It doesn't matter whether it's raining or whether it's cloudy. It always stays at 17C. The other one always stays at 16C. It has never changed. In the whole year that I've been here and going through this, it always reads a consistent temperature. Idiots. A balmy 16C. Anyway. So yeah, it just, I've been talking to CIG, I've been talking to the rest of them about, getting things done, and they keep ignoring me, and they keep ignoring me, and I just get kind of tired of it. If any of you have been that way, let me know. Say something about it. Bug them until they can't stand it. Let them know. If you see dead bodies, let them know. Ain't nothing but just a few minutes of your time. Oh, great. Here's another thing. You see this? I can't access. I can't access it. So what good is the kiosk if you can't access your inventory? So anyway, this has been going on now for almost a week and a half, 2 weeks. And I'm about ready just to walk away from Star Citizen for a while because they're screwing up. It's like they're neglecting the live and just concentrating on the PTU. So everything in live is going to crap, and they're just, and they're letting it go. They're not doing anything about it. This is like, also this system's crashed twice today. It crashed twice yesterday too. I was getting some things in the store the last time I was here, when this was about a couple of hours ago, and it froze up. It just 30 keyed right there, and then it did it again. And so, it looks like we're going back into the crashing again. For a long time there, it was working really well. But again, I'm getting tired of the music in the hangar. Every time I log into the hangar, I get this loud, obnoxious music that will not stop. And I've confronted them about this several times, and they're not doing anything about it. And I'm not even, I'm not even on, the music must be being piped in all the way from Microtech, because that's where it's coming from. And it just, right now, they're just avoiding a lot of things, that's all. I wish I had something good to say about Star Citizen this time, but I don't.
Pardon.
And so, and that old adage where it says, if you don't got nothing good to say about somebody, don't say anything. You kidding me? No way. If there's something going on with somebody that shouldn't be right, man, I'm going to let everybody know. And same thing with me. If I'm screwing up or I'm doing something, let me know and everybody else know. If they're not listening to you and you've got them several times, then it's time for you to take it to the public and let the public deal with it, because if they're not listening, that's not your fault or mine. And I'm not saying, now we can make the excuse that no one's perfect and we should cut them a break. And I don't think so.
Approaching
That
next
can only
station.
go for so long.
If this is your stop, please prepare to dismiss.
It's that I love Star Citizen. I just wish after several times in 3 or 4 weeks that they would get serious about fixing things. The maintenance
Call for passengers.
in the game are
The
not
shuttle is
being
preparing to depart.
taken care of, okay? And things like dead bodies or the knocked out bodies, and things like things in your hangar, those are daily maintenance things that are not being dealt with. And so, let me see if I can access it from here. No. Anyway, the inventory's been screwing up lately. Today, beside 30 King twice. It's just getting old. My guy's hungry. I want to feed him, but I can't. Oops, wrong one. I can't because it doesn't work. So, yeah. Anyway. Well, it looks like they got the bodies cleaned up. I was wondering, as you always walk by, they always say hi all the time. It's kind of annoying because I can't turn around and say hi back because, for one, the VoIP system is messed up. They haven't fixed that yet. Bodies are still here. Haven't been taken care of yet. Most people just ignore them, but I don't. Okay, I'm not that. Most of the guys are just too callous to this game and what goes on to it. They don't care. They just want to get where they want to go and screw everybody else. You just run there as fast as you can so you can kill somebody as fast as you can, so you come back as fast as you can and run back in and die as fast as you can, and then run back out again from the hospital, run back out and fight harder to get killed, or run fast as you can to get healed, and then run fast as you can to go back and get killed. Man, that's sadistic. You know? Everybody's quick to run to their death. But when the death of a spaceman starts to come in, and it will come in, people aren't going to be so quick to die. And med beds aren't going to be as popular because they won't work as much, because now they are getting killed, and once you get killed once, you can't come back again. You can come back if somebody else lets you, but if they don't, then you're out. Let's see what they do after that. Anyway, enough of this excitement. I'm sure you want to get on with your life. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I'm going to say thank you, and putting up with my boring life. No, I got a very exciting life outside of Star Citizen. So thank you very much. God bless you, and you take care. Bye-bye.